good, pretty good. Just obviously, just talk a little about another big opportunity to kind of separate or show what you're worth, so to speak. To just talk about how excited y'all are for this.
Yeah, I mean every time a SEC team comes into Founders Park, it's a very exciting weekend, and the build-up's always great. A&M more so than a lot of the other ones, being how highly thought of they are and their rankings, and they're an extremely talented team. They were last year. I mean, we played some of our best baseball down in College Station last year, and we look to kind of repeat that when they come in this weekend.
Is there extra pressure, though, knowing you're tied with Florida right now?
I mean, obviously we all think about that a little bit, but when we step between the white lines, it's just we're trying to play our game and kind of play to the best of our abilities, and we'll let the rankings and everything else kind of sort itself out in the end.
How much does John's presence around you in the lineup help you see better pitches?
I mean, it helps a lot. I mean, normally being protected in the middle of the lineup is kind of key for a hitter like myself, and I give the credit to the guys above me and below me, and they allow me to see good pitches, and when they're on, that gives me the ability to kind of do my best to drive them in. So that's something that we're going to kind of put on ourselves a lot more this weekend, kind of being more situational, scoring runs when we should score runs. And that's something we've worked on a lot this week.
Does it matter if he's on a hot streak or not? Coach said that his opponents still respect his presence even if he's hitting 400 or not.
No, exactly. I mean, he flashed brilliance in the beginning of the year, and I think that kind of took the country by surprise, him being a first-year player. So teams are, I have no doubt, are still going to be worried about him and still try to pitch around him. So that goes back to what you were saying about that's going to help me kind of see pitches hitting below him.
How's he dealt with the last couple of weeks, what he's going through right now?
He's a confident player. I've said that numerous times about him, but he's just trying to keep the same approach. I mean, you see him out here working early with Coach Busher. He's been doing all he can to kind of get back on track with what he's been working on, and that comes from the mental side of it first.
When you look at the rankings of the two teams and the importance of what's at stake this weekend, is it going to be more like a playoff feel, maybe like a super regional atmosphere here?
Yeah, Coach talks about when these big teams come in, just enjoy it, treat it like it's just super regional, and treat it like you got to win it. And right now we've had the pleasure with our play so far this season, not having to be you're playing to go to the postseason, but this is going to do a lot for us with a national seed, and we all are aware of that. So it's definitely going to have that vibe. I mean, it's going to be an intense environment, and they're a very talented team coming down.
Going into this series, does it help that you've already faced teams like Vanderbilt and Florida?
Yeah, I mean, like A&M, their pitching staff, they're going to be tremendous. I mean, they hit the ball. I mean, I think they rank in the top in all the SEC offensive categories. We know they're a very physically imposing team, but like all the other teams in the league, they have tremendous pitching. So we're going to have our hands full, but we're going to be very confident coming in the game tomorrow.
Alex, what do you think this team's biggest problem is right now, hitting with runners in scoring position?
I think it's just kind of understanding the situation. In Kentucky, I myself as well, with runners on third with less than 2 outs is kind of what's kind of been the Achilles heel the past few weeks. But that was our whole approach this entire week, and I feel very confident going this weekend that we're going to have a lot of better approach in those situations.
Coach talked about the fact that y'all have done pretty well against high-quality pitchers. What do you think gives you all that success to go in there and do good against pitchers that